Hey guys, welcome to yet another episode of the Late Night Football Show. And today we are here to discuss a very interesting topic, and that is if Liverpool and Juventus both finish out of the top four places and end up in Europa, how is that going to affect both the teams? Aniket, first, let's come to you. What do you think? What would be the repercussions if that happens?
I think both clubs would have different um, repercussions because Juventus are always expected to win the league, win the Italian league, and this time they performed really below par, and they have some superstars who wouldn't want to play Europa League for
Ronaldo.
now. So
Sir, not some superstar. I think you're talking about Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, obviously Ronaldo, and when you look at Liverpool, they were at the top of the league for some time, and they just slipped down. And it's not like the Premier League is one of the most easiest league to play at. So, and it's not that it won't be the first time that Liverpool would finish outside of top four. They have played the Europa before. So I think that it would affect Juventus a bit more than, not a bit more, a lot more than it would affect Liverpool to play in the Europa League.
Do you
For
agree with
Liverpool,
that, Arif?
Not at all. The Liverpool he's talking about has completely changed. Now we are full of stars. We're a stellar team. At that time, we were just another team of the Premier League who can or cannot finish in the top four. Right now, we have to finish in the top four. We won the league. We won the Champions League. We've done
So where is
everything.
your head at around this thing? Do you even see like Liverpool finishing out of the top four? And what if that happens? How big of a disappointment that is?
That's a big, big disappointment. Even Mohamed Salah said he would swap two of his golden boots for this, for the top four. That's a big thing for Mohamed Salah to say he was so selfish about
Yes,
his boots.
I know.
So I believe definitely we have to finish top four, and if we do not, then it's a big blow for sure.
And so what about Salah then? He said that it's that important. So there are already rumors linking him to.
would he swap shirts? Maybe a white shirt coming. Swap
Even
red
Klopp
with
said
white.
that if nobody wants to play with the team in the Europa League or somewhere else, then they are free to go. We don't need them. Liverpool is not like that. If you're not loyal with us, we don't need you. It's Salah, Sadio, whoever it is.
And I don't think this situation would be like if in terms like in terms of Kane. I mean, if who is like trapped at Spurs because they can't with Salah. I think other clubs would be more willing to spend more money on him because the way he's so reliable and he's at the peak of his powers. I think if that does happen, there would be. I know no Liverpool fan would want that, and even the Premier League fans would not want that because it's great to have best players in the league. So, but if it happens and there is a situation, do you think Salah is there is any chance he might end up in another rival in Premier League?
Not in the Premier League for sure. He will probably go to Real Madrid or back to Italy somewhere. I don't know, but not in the Premier League for sure.
What, what do you think about that?
Of course,
About
I'll be
Salah,
gutted. I'm a big Mohamed Salah fan. But yeah, if it is it, then it is no problem. We're Liverpool. I'm a Liverpool fan first, then Mohamed Salah fan. So it's fine.
No, but you admit that it won't happen. Aniket, you still think that it won't happen?
in Premier League, I don't think that Salah would go to a different club because he is very much loved by Liverpool fans. So yeah, as he's told, maybe Real Madrid or PSG or somewhere in Italy. But in Premier League, I think that only two clubs other than Liverpool can afford Salah. That's Chelsea and Man City. And Chelsea has already have him.
What about United?
With the current situation, I don't think that they.
Yeah, but
and I don't think that United, they have their priority list, but
they have this. If Juventus does finish out of the top four, they are we know they are going to for Sancho, but does that change their plans? Because Ronaldo might be looking to leave Juventus.
It might it would on how long Manchester United are thinking about how long their thinking is, because if they get Ronaldo, I don't think that they will get Ronaldo for as long as they might get Sancho for. Sancho is 22, 23, and Ronaldo 20, is 36 is old. 21, yeah. So and Ronaldo is 36, so maybe Ronaldo for 2 years, but Sancho they can get for a longer.
Sancho would still be their priority.
I think he should be their priority if they're going for Sancho. But I don't think that Sancho, they would be so much interested in Sancho right now because they were literally begging for him. But now maybe situations have changed. Liverpool have got a very strong attack right now. But if they go for Sancho, then he should be a priority list. A world-class player is
And
really
Arif,
required.
how does that affect the Liverpool's transfer things? Because actually Sancho has been linked to Liverpool as well. So I mean, if Liverpool finish out of the top four, do you see any players like big name players? I mean, I know Liverpool doesn't really go for big name players, but even the good potentially ones who might are playing in their who might play in the Champions League for their other respective clubs will come to Liverpool.
Like even if we finish in the top four, we're still linked to Patrick Bamford and Watkins. So it doesn't really matter to us in terms of transfer. We might lose big players, but we're still going for small championship strikers.
But do you think Patrick Bamford will leave Bielsa for Klopp?
Oh, I don't know, but I love Patrick Bamford. I would love to have him. Definitely.
Okay. So no, well, because when you talk about Ronaldo, this is amazing. The guy is still scoring like so many goals. I mean, he's on 25. He's leading the Serie A charts. And I mean, what does that say about the Juventus situation? I mean, does he really want to be in that team? Because I mean, they're saying that Pirlo will be the manager for the next season, as far as the things are now. So, what do you think? How even if Juventus finish in top four, how much of a chance that Ronaldo will stay there, or he would want to like leave for team like PSG, who has already come out in bits rumors here and then, and the players talking about playing with Ronaldo.
So it's not like Ronaldo is too good for that team. He's always the best player in his team, no matter what team he has played. So he'll always be the best player in his team, and he is right now. But as far as what the team is doing in the league, where they are finishing, that's a problem of the whole team, not just Ronaldo. If he wants to leave, he can, but I don't think that will be good. Probably that will be too selfish of him to leave Juventus if they don't finish in the Champions League. I don't know how that will affect his fans and Juventus fans. But yeah, that's
I think his fans will make a
call.
case even if Ronaldo sets the stadium on fire. but no, yeah, really, because Juventus, I mean, they are already in an investigation from UEFA. I don't know where it's headed, because they are Serie A is calling for the relegation because they are still linked with the Super League. I mean, but in a way, how it will affect the whole team, the Serie A, financially, and is Ronaldo also trapped because he has 1 year left at Juventus? I don't think Juventus. I don't know if Juventus want to cash in on him because he's essentially the one who is getting them big bucks, and especially right now rescuing them out of these situations. How much Juventus can afford to let him go, even if they don't finish in the top four?
First of all, I don't think that Ronaldo is happy at Juventus since he's been at Juventus.
Yeah, there were rumors that he's not going along with teammates.
Because it's his third year now, and we've seen that there has been a manager changed every year. Yeah. There was Allegri in the first year when he came. They didn't qualify. They didn't go deep in the Champions League. He was sacked, and Sarri was sacked next year. So it always changes when a new manager comes in, especially in a big club like Juventus. And we've seen that Pirlo is not an experienced manager, and there were so many difficulties that they faced this year. And for me, whether it's selfish or not, if Juventus finish out of top four, I think Ronaldo should leave. It's his right after 15 years of playing world-class football. He needs to be where he wants to be.
Ronaldo and Salah meet again in Europa. Who would have thought? Aniket is already gone. Oh, no, sorry, Aniket is already gone. No.
Already preparations going on.
But that would
for Europe.
How would that affect other teams in Europe if they do finish out of the top four? I mean, is it already set in stone? Liverpool versus Juventus, Ronaldo versus Salah in the Europa League final, with the team that goes like, oh.
I think a lot can be said after today's match. After today's Liverpool and Manchester United match, a lot can be said.
Yeah. I'm of course, that's a huge match. I mean, okay, let's talk about that match. If Liverpool lose this match, does that really kills the hope of finishing in top four?
No, doesn't kill the hope, but it makes it very tough for us. Then we'll be dependent on other teams as well. For now, if we win 5 out of 5 matches, we got a good chance. Definitely a good chance.
it's so funny that how both these teams are dependent on other teams, because if you look at Liverpool, I mean, they can end up winning their matches, but they need West Ham to lose theirs. They need even in Chelsea or one less to lose their matches, you know.
Even
But
if Liverpool win all their matches, they wouldn't require Chelsea to drop points, because I think there would still be 1 point. Chelsea would still be 1 point ahead of Liverpool, even with the
no,
games in
Yeah,
hand.
yeah.
So
no, I think
at the end,
if they
they
lose all their matches, which is, I mean, which can't really happen. I mean, I can't see it happening because considering the fixtures. But they have. I think the Liverpool, Chelsea are playing how many matches? Two more matches.
two, yes,
Yeah.
36
They
they
play
are.
36, we
Yes.
play 34.
Hmm.
So I mean, if Chelsea, it would take actually a miracle to for Liverpool, in my eyes, to finish in the top four, because we have already seen United are doing everything in their power to make them
Yeah.
to stop that from happening. Because and I don't think any, you can't blame United for that. I mean, I think big, because there have been people calling, like, for points deduction and for look, because actually there was this rule earlier that you have to play your strong 11 as anytime it was possible. You cannot disrespect the competition, but I think that has changed over the time. Even Liverpool does that.
Even Man City does
Yeah.
that.
No, I think Man City actually plays. Oh, if you, oh, yeah, I understand, but really, you can't say that Man City.
But yes, we obviously, and that guy Sinclair or whoever he was, it was really bad for him to disrespect United when they fielded a weaker 11, because they're literally playing a match in every 36 hours,
But I think
and it's not easy. They have
he was speaking with more like a blue in his heart, trying to get United directed points
yeah,
from
maybe
United. Uh,
maybe like that, but it doesn't matter now, because it's at the end of the season, and if any other club who depend on other clubs to lose, they had to do better in when the season was at January or February, which they clearly didn't, and United did. So that's why
so,
it's
but
now United really
yeah.
doesn't have anything to play for in the Premier League. They are guaranteed a top four spot, and they are not going to win the league anymore. So
Hmm.
it's all about Europa League that's left for United. So whatever
Okay, in
starting
terms of
11 they field, it doesn't
uh,
matter.
okay, but in terms of when you talk about Liverpool, would you really want Liverpool, like this is a legitimate question, that would you prefer Liverpool to play Europa or just not play? But now the situation is that even if they miss out on Europa, they might end up playing Europa Conference League, which is even worse. So let's just, why not play even Europa only, and might just finish in the top in the eighth position and not play at all and just focus on the league next season.
No, I don't think so.
Or,
I think we
or
have a
would you
squad
prefer,
and we
if
have
like
big.
if they finish out the top four, you would want Liverpool to play Europa?
See, I think people are still counting us out. It's not like that.
Okay, so he
If
has,
we
like,
get a
he's not
place
even
back,
thinking of the
good.
situation. You
Yeah, not at
don't
all.
think in any way that is going to happen.
No, it's going to be fine. Just chill. We'll win today. That's it.
Liverpool
That's a
just
good
need that
attitude.
confidence, and I think
That's all we need.
because really it's when you talk about Leicester, I mean, I really I have I do think that Liverpool finish above them. If I mean, if they finish in Leicester at 5 and Liverpool will finish at 4, but it all depend down come down to what Chelsea situation is and how Spurs. I think going in this latest stages, it actually is going to come to down to teams actually wanting to win or not win.
I think Chelsea has the most pressure when it comes to the teams that are
I
going
think
for the
Chelsea
top
should
four
focus
spot.
on Champions League because they have a better chance there.
No, but they also have a FA Cup final this weekend, and then they
Hmm.
play
Yeah.
Leicester again after that.
Definitely.
So they have a lot of pressure, and they are still not clear after losing yesterday. They are still not guaranteed a top four. Even Leicester has a better chance now because they are 2 points ahead. So Chelsea has the most pressure. It would affect. It affected their performance last night. We can see that, and it would affect them in the future. So I would also say that Liverpool can make it through, because if
I
Chelsea and
think
Leicester
to
draw,
make it fair, it should be Liverpool should finish top four and Chelsea should win the Champions League. It's fair enough for everybody.
Okay, and what would be fair for Juventus?
Juventus, if they lose, if they finish out of the Champions League, then it's all about Ronaldo. It's nothing about Juventus then.
So that is for sure. That you think you guys both guys think that if Juventus finish in the top four, outside the top four, Ronaldo is gone.
I
Probably
believe
yes.
so.
Yeah.
I believe so, and he needs to go because at this
But
end,
he's barely got
at
2-3
this
years left in his boots. That's
at
it.
this phase of the career, after everything
Yeah.
that he has achieved, he doesn't deserve to play in the Europa League because he came to Juventus because there was a guarantee of having a top four finish every year. That's also one of the reasons because he came to Juventus. And even if Juventus cannot guarantee that him that thing after a season, so I don't see any reason for Ronaldo to stay.
Personally, I would like both the Giants to play the Europa League, but no, actually, I think it would be better for every fan around the world to see both teams finishing the Champions League places. If it's on totally merit and both if do finish do finish the season good, because it makes up for good competition. We want Champions League to be full of competition, and that's why we love the competition so much. And so on that, I think if Ronaldo does come leave Juventus, actually, even being a City fan, I think I would love to have him at United, because it would just make the league so much more exciting. Sorry to all the Serie A fans, but yeah. Would you guys
It
both
would
want
be
to?
exciting.
Would you guys both? Where do you guys both want Ronaldo to be if he leaves Juventus?
It depends if he wants to, what he actually wants.
No,
Because if
what
he
you
wants
want.
to win a Champions,
What you want?
If I don't want to see him winning a Champions League anymore, because I've seen him winning enough. So
Yeah.
maybe back to a club that doesn't have a good chance in Champions League. So Manchester United would be the one. But in my personal opinion, I think PSG would be a good option for him because they can afford him. They can afford his wage bill. And they already have two superstars in there, not 2, 3, 4 superstars in there, and they need that bench depth. We saw that they don't have enough experience in their bench squad, so that would be very crucial for him. But again, depends on him whether he
And
wants
would
to come
that
back to Premier
make
League.
PSG favorite if Ronaldo does go there, because you don't rate PSG enough, Farid? So Neymar, Mbappe, Ronaldo, does that make enough a much more credible line?
Sounds good. Doesn't seem possible to me.
Me too, because they, even if you look at Man City and Chelsea, they don't have the best attack in Europe, but they still managed to go to the finals. And not managed, they actually dominated while they were going to the finals. So it's not just having a good attack that would guarantee you a Champions League finish. Real Madrid and Liverpool, they both have strong defense and strong attack. Salah, Mane, Firmino in front, and Van Dijk and Gomez at back. You need that kind of, and PSG doesn't have that kind of defense that could actually guarantee them as a favorite.
So you did not give me your like as to prediction or wishful thinking. What you want? Where do you see Ronaldo if Juventus finish out of it? Back to Real Madrid. That is also a very good option, actually.
Hazard will probably give his 7-number jersey back to Ronaldo, and will be quite loose for him.
So on that, I think we should end here. Both the guys think Arif does not think Liverpool is anyway going to finish out of the top four, and Aniket would wish for them to finish out of the top four. And Ronaldo, I think we all can agree that we would want him back in the English Premier League. So guys, please do like and subscribe the video, and do let us know if you think Liverpool and Juventus are going to finish outside the top four. Thank you.